All right, guys. Hello. And are we good? I know we're moving a lot. I'm trying to fix the computer because I don't like take care of things before it's time for the lives to start. How's everything? Can you hear me? I know the screen is blurry, or not the screen, but the video is blurry. But let me know if you guys can hear it. Hey, MT Homestead, are you guys going to be at the expo this year? Hovita is in here early. Lorie Carp. You can hear me good. Thank you, Lorie. Merry Christmas to you too. And yes, they are going to be there. Hang on just a second. Sorry about that. Peggy's in here. Crystal. Hello, Crystal. My dad's dog is here. She's not usually in here, and they left me at the house with the dog. So she's over here trying to get my attention. Hello, Regina. Sharon. Merry Christmas to you guys. It's I hope everybody's got their shopping done. If you haven't gotten your shopping done and you're in this live stream, what in the world is wrong with you? Go get your shopping done. Unless Mike has knee surgery around that time. Well, I hope you have no idea when the knee surgery. I don't know what to hope even. Like, you want him to get his knee surgery done because he can feel a lot better, but at the same time, are we wanting to do it before the expo? Is that it? Should we hope for that? Sharon says, hello, Lorie. Merry Christmas from Alberta, Canada. Peggy Zion sneaks in. Heck, so everybody go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I don't expect there to be very many. There's 10 of you in here right now. I don't expect very many people to be in here tonight. Being that it's Christmas Eve is what it is, I think. Peggy says, I was at Walmart in Tahlequah today, and it was a madhouse. It's always a madhouse at Walmart. I started to say I don't do Walmart. I try my hardest to stay away from Walmart. I will order on the Amazon rather than go to Walmart. I'll go to the dollar store rather than Walmart. I cannot stand Walmart. It's just a nightmare. Out and about with Dave and Daisy. How are you doing? I've been watching some of your stuff. You're singing. I forgot I didn't recognize the last song that you did, but I did. I listened to Unchained Melody, and it was funny because you seemed very concerned about hitting some high notes. That was funny. I mean, that was funny going in. I'm hoping, MT says, I'm hoping for late spring, early summer, but not during our meetup. Yeah. So when is y'all's meetup, Terry? I'm assuming it's Terry because you said Mike's knee surgery. So one Scott up in here, still don't know your name, just one Scott. You ain't been, no, I haven't. And oftentimes I don't. A lot of times I will go in live streams and not ever comment too. So I know what it is when I see not very many people in here at all tonight, 15 people. But when I see more people in here than what's commenting, because I'll sit there and watch and not say anything. So yeah, I watch videos and not comment too. May 16th. Let's see. So the screen keeps dimming. I don't know why it does that. So when it does that, it's hard for me to read. Hey, I have glasses or readers. I don't really have glasses. These are readers. I mean, I do have reading glasses. One of them's broken. The other one's at work. And they don't help any better than these do. They just probably look a little bit better. May 16th through the 18th, I believe. You believe? You believe that's when your meetup is? Hey, Susie. I'm glad you made it in here. So as you guys can probably tell, Greg has gone back to where he stays. He was only here Thursday afternoon, Friday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday, we took him back. Red Dirt Rooster Road, hello. So what have you guys got planned for Christmas? Everybody going to somebody else's house, or are you hosting? You guys know, you don't even have to ask. Surely, if you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know that I am not hosting any kind of party, that I am not doing any kind of cooking. But we're going to my brother's house. My sister-in-law and I guess my niece helps out now with the cooking, and they do a really, really good job. I remember when my brother first got married, and the cooking was not so good, but daggum, now it is really good. It's call her up ahead of time and say, make too much, I definitely want leftovers. Sharon Walker, I'm working night shift at the hospital. That's a bummer. But, I mean, it's better than being in the hospital. That's got to be hard for those people and for the families. It is, but I'm outside with the dog and wanted to double check. Susie's going right next door to her dad's. Peggy says we did our family Christmas last night. Safer on the roads that way. That's true. So we do ours on Christmas Eve. Probably won't go anywhere on Christmas, especially if there are leftovers. So hopefully there are leftovers. Tammy says, hello, Lorie. How's it going? It's going. It's barely going. I came home and yesterday I tried to give the goats a dewormer, and I tried to video it, and I got 2 goats done. The video did not turn out, and Rocky knocked me on my butt. So I didn't get all the goats done because I couldn't catch them, couldn't catch all the girls, and I ran out of the dewormer. So today I went by Tractor Supply and got some more of it. Came home and took care of all but one of the goats. One of the little mini La Manchas that doesn't have a name. I couldn't catch her. I didn't even try to film it this time because the way things went yesterday, I did not even take the camera out. I'll tell you about it. It'd be one of those videos where I told you I did it, and you're just gonna have to trust me. Like I said, Sunday I tried to film, and I was looking at that last night like I thought I had a video, and I was gonna show you guys my failure. I was gonna show you guys that goat knocking me down and not being able to catch them, all the mistakes that I made. And I had to think about that. Like I was thinking, man, I could just throw this away and they won't even know. But then I decided to do it. I took it in and uploaded it on my computer, and there is nothing there. There are a couple of clips that it said corrupted video file. So like it didn't even record anything. There are clips where I think the camera's filming and a goat has knocked the camera down and it's not filming. It's recording, but it's not recording me or what I'm doing. And then there are times when I'm talking into the camera, but you have no idea what I'm saying because the wind is blowing so hard. I mean, I might throw some clips in to show you just for proof, on another video, but that video won't be going out because there's nobody would watch it. Nobody would watch that. Lorie Carp says, going to my grandson's for a potato bar on Christmas Eve. That's awesome. My daughter and I are having tamales Christmas Day. That is cool. That is really cool. Peggy says, we will be cooking and serving Christmas dinner at our church Wednesday. Oh, really? On Huh. That's cool. I'm making dressing. Thanksgiving, I made enough for 100. I told them I was just doing half this time. I don't blame you there, Peggy. So on your church Christmas dinner, is it just, I mean, I know that when you go to church, like everybody's invited, or most churches, everybody's invited to church. Is it advertised that you guys will be doing a Christmas dinner and everybody, like the whole neighborhood or whatever's welcome? Is it like that, or is it just your church getting together and having a dinner? Peggy Zion says, with a name like Rocky, I'm not surprised he knocked you on your butt. Actually, he didn't like ram me or anything. I was straddling him and giving him a dewormer in the mouth. So I'm like holding his head up and cramming it down his throat. And he moved like to the right. It is the right. I swear it is. It knocked me down. It knocked me off balance, and I fell completely down. Completely felt like an idiot. First thought that went to my head is I ain't showing that. And then by the time I got to the camera, I decided I was going to go ahead and show it. Crystal says it would be just my son and I for Christmas. No one wants us for Christmas. Crystal, that is sad the way you put that. But hey, I wish that I could have my son for Christmas. He has to work. Kathy says, good evening, everyone. God's blessing upon all for Christmas. Yes, Kathy. Let's remember the reason. Sure, Lori. What, Terry? Which part? Oh, you talking about I like I said, I might, if I can, I might put like a how would you say it? It's like I might show you some of the clips. There's no way that somebody would sit and watch that whole thing, but I might like put section, like kind of like bloopers. I might do that. Show you what went wrong. Lg Homestead, thank you for the seeds. Got them the other day. Tammy says, sounds like an interesting video. Not if the camera's facing the ground and all you see is a goat pellet and you hear me yelling at the goats. Or at one point I had some of the dewormer in a syringe because it's Quest Plus, so it comes in a syringe, and one of those things where you turn I don't know how to show you. You guys that have horses or goats or cows, you know what I'm talking about. Where you turn the end of it, and as you turn it, it allows you to press the plunger in a little bit more. But you give so little to the goats, and there's no way to. It's not marked for that little dose. So I put it in a syringe and give it to them at the dose that they need for their weight. And I lost one, like the last dose that I had for the first day. I had enough. I had a syringe full for pebbles, and I couldn't find it. Like I looked all over the place for it. And by the time when I went in and got ready for the evening, I found it. So I used it today. But like I said, I did not take a camera out. Part of the reason I didn't take a camera out is, and I had a better plan this time in getting it done, except that I couldn't catch the one goat. Keep looking over here at the chat. Part of the reason that I didn't record is because I had just gotten off work and I'm racing time. So I had to deworm the goats, and I had to go ahead and feed them and water everybody, bring Caleb up to the garage, give Gertie and Eddie their heartworm medicine preventative, then come over here and give mom and dad's dogs their heartworm preventative. Gertie and Eddie's medicine is for their enlarged heart and their murmur. One of them has a murmur, one of them has an enlarged heart. But then the preventative I had to come over here and give to their dogs. They have 4 large dogs, and only one of them takes it willingly. So it was a struggle. Get laundry started over here because I'm still not doing laundry at my house yet, and get ready for this live stream, which I say get ready. Like, I didn't even have, I mean, this wasn't even, I was still adjusting how the computer was setting when the live stream started. So there's that. It was just really busy. I didn't record it. But that reminds me, the video. So the video that I put up, you guys saw that the troubles that I had getting Greg down here, all the obstacles, everything that went wrong on Saturday. Well, on Wednesday, the other video comes out, and that is when we finished that video on Saturday. That video that I uploaded for Saturday, that was actually took place on Wednesday. When we ended that video, we immediately began shooting for the next video, because it would have been a very long video had I done all that and then filmed me showing him around, because there's a lot that has changed. He's been gone for a year. There's a lot that had changed, and I wanted to see how the dogs reacted to him. Did they remember him? How he reacted to? Well, I have different animals. I have animals he's never seen, and he hadn't seen the whale house, the trees. There were 4 trees that are gone, the fence in the back. There's just so many changes that on the inside of the house and the outside that he hadn't seen. So I filmed that. I did not edit that much. I did edit it, but not very much. And as I went, and after I uploaded it and got it all ready, I thought I'd watch it again. I usually do. I'll watch them one more time before I send them out. And I feel like I should have edited it a little bit more, but I didn't, and I'm not going to change it. That way, so when I edit it, it's kind of like to keep it from having dull moments, spaces like I just did when I stopped talking to think of what I'm saying next or how to say it next. I cut that stuff out, and I did not do very much of that. So it's I bet you guys can hear me playing with this. So I didn't do that. I feel like I could have, maybe should have done a little bit more of that, but I wanted that part, that video I wanted to just take you along. I wanted you to see it the way we saw it. There are a lot of things that Greg would see for the first time, and there was a lot of things that I would see, like the reaction of the animals or his reaction to the animals and stuff like that. So Tammy says, sounds like an interesting video. It's talking about the one I didn't put up. So anyway, look for that Wednesday or the next day. Wednesday's Christmas. You might not watch it Wednesday, but be sure to watch it, whether it's Wednesday or the next day or whatever, because it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching the dogs react to Greg. So see, let me look at the chat again. What's up, Cassie? The chat jumped and I saw Cassie down there mouthing. Actually, I don't know what she said, but I'm going to look and see here in a second. Behind here. Everybody's saying hi to people. Patricia, hi, Lorie. Sorry I'm late. Merry Christmas Eve. I am not going to be live very long. I've been in here almost 19 minutes, but I don't anticipate being on here very long unless things get carried away with conversation. Sharon says, huge family dinner. My oldest daughter hosted about 14 to 20 people, turkey and ham and all the trimmings. That's well, there's only, let me think. My brother, his wife, there are 3 kids, mom and dad, me. That's 8 adults, and 2. I have a great niece and a great nephew this year. Actually, this will be the second Christmas for them, but this year they're walking. This year they're able to get into things. Out about Dave and Daisy said, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hi, Lorie and Greg. Hope you have a great Christmas. Peggy says, there is a poor area and we hand out food weekly. Gave all the elementary students shoes this year and toys for Christmas. We have an awesome church and are helped by Bridges of Hunger. That is awesome. That sounds like it. That sounds like an awesome church. I like the ones that get involved in the community. I like it when churches are concerned about missions and we go out into other countries and do missions. But we have gotten so focused on that. And there was a time where this was, I guess for the most part it still is, but this was the Bible Belt. And we would hear the gospel here, but the other nations would not. And so it's very important to give money and to send missionaries over to other countries to deliver the gospel. But America has gotten to the point where there are people right here at the grocery store and right next door to you that have not heard the gospel. They may have an idea of who Jesus is, but if you go talking to people, it's crazy to think that people in America have not heard the gospel, and that is the truth. So I really like it, Peggy, that your church is reaching out to in your community, in your neighborhood. Lg Homestead, our grandkids will be by for Christmas Day. We are still doing our live at 8 that evening, though. Jovita says, Peggy, that's what Christmas is all about. There's Cassie. Hey, y'all. Everybody's saying hi to Cassie. Oh, that reminds me, Cassie coming in reminds me, I have pinned at the top of I've pinned at the top of the chat the link to the Lg Homesteading Expo. The tickets are on sale until the 31st of December, I think, for $35. That is a good deal. If you plan on going, now's the time to get those tickets. Hello, Kelly and Reba. Hi, Lorie, wishing you a very Merry Christmas, just passing through. So Reba's probably come and gone already. Got 32 people in here and 24 thumbs up. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. So I'm at the end of the chat. I've told you what I've done. It's your turn now. It's your turn, or I'm going to get off of here. I won't wait long because I really don't did the goats, did the dogs, did the Greg thing. By the way, we are looking at trying to get Greg closer to here. It's hard because he just recently got a job, and so he likes it. He doesn't like where he is, and he wants to be closer to family. And I want him to be closer too, because he is far enough away to where I can't just go get him by myself because of anxiety. That reminds me, it was Cassie sent me something, and if I go too far from the house, I have panic attacks. If I go too far from the house by myself, if I go, if I have an adult with me, or preferably one that drives, I don't have panic attacks. It didn't happen. But if I go by myself, hold on. I didn't know that would come on. So yeah, she sent something that said, if you're in the middle of a panic attack or an anxiety attack, this guy tells you to put a warhead in your mouth, because it'll distract you from the effects of the anxiety, which makes a lot of sense. It really does. But I feel like Cassie said you just need a sour warhead. I don't eat sour. I don't like sour. I don't. And so the way he described the effects that the warhead had on him as he talked about putting one in his mouth, I'm afraid that it would cause an anxiety attack. Maybe not. And maybe it's something, maybe I should try starting out with something sour that isn't that sour, because I've seen people who eat sour things for a living, like kids, they love it. But when you give them a warhead, they get these, it's like some of them can't even handle it. So I think maybe if I started out with something a little less sour, that it might work. So like persimmons, you guys talk about if you get a persimmon that isn't ripe, that it's like instant cottonmouth. So thinking about that cottonmouth, and if you're stuck in that situation for pretty much any length of time, that would cause a panic attack for me. It seems to be getting worse. So like going to the dentist and getting a shot to numb you that used to not, well, I don't want needles in my mouth. I start saying it used to not bother me. But the effects of the numbing, I didn't like it, but it didn't really bother me now, that because I'm stuck in that feeling, in that abnormal feeling until it wears off, causes panic. And so I don't know. Things are weird. Kelly says, I understand exactly how you feel about going places. I have major anxiety. I couldn't even go meet Gary and Cassie when they were in Plymouth. Oh, wow. Is it so, like, Kelly, is yours just like a people anxiety, scared to meet them? So like, let's say, I don't know at this point who I could meet to give me anxiety. Well, just like, if there was someone like a famous person that I was going to go meet, and it causes it causes you to be a little bit, it's normal for people to be anxious. So you have, your heart races a little bit. And I'm not talking about anything crazy. You may get dry mouth, or you may shake a little bit, or, just, but at normal levels. People react differently. But that feeling of the heart race or the dry mouth or something like that can trigger a panic attack for me. Not the meeting the person, not the event of meeting the person, but the effects of my body for being a little bit anxious, or a little bit anxious is like really bad word, because I'm trying to separate it from the panic attack. There's a huge difference in a little bit of anxiety and a panic attack. Anxiety and panic attacks are two different things. So, but just the increased heart rate, so if I was, well, I don't see me running, but like if I was doing something physical that would increase my heart rate, it doesn't mean it's gonna trigger a panic attack, but it can, especially if there's the increased heart rate and dry mouth, or increased heart rate and sweating, or something like that. Dave says candy has medicinal value. Who knew? That's right. So Kelly, I don't know if you, I'll have to look to see if you test one when you aren't having a panic, but it could cause a panic. I'll try something less sour than a warhead. People in the comment section said they use strong mints. Huh. What's a strong mint? Madonna, I wish you happy. Thank you, Madonna. I wish you happy holidays as well. Merry Christmas. Dave said New Year's prank, putting sour warheads in sweet tart packages. That's not funny. Not funny. Kelly says, no, I'm scared to meet people. I'm not scared to meet people. I about started a rumor. Kelly's not scared to meet people. I'm scared to drive alone. I'm scared to go places alone. I am not. She says, I get so nervous. I get nauseous. I had my first panic attack in 2019 after a 6-car pileup on the highway. So mine started in 2019. Interesting, but there was no wreck or anything. There are like, I don't know. I can tell when I can tell, like, if there's a place I need to go, I can tell, usually, not always, but usually I can tell, can I do this by myself? So going places alone doesn't bother me. Living alone doesn't bother me. It's the distance. It's not being able to get back. It's being stuck over there somewhere. So the fear of driving, getting too far driving, is having a panic attack on the road and having to pull over, or not being able to pull over, and not being able to get back, not being able to do anything about it. So part of the fear is the fear itself. So being afraid that the panic will prevent me from getting to where I'm going or getting me back is, I know, it sounds nuts. Dave says, if lost with no water, put a small rock under your tongue. It triggers excess saliva, survive longer. I have never heard that, Dave. Linda's late. It's okay, Linda. I will tell you, we are not going to be on here very long. Been on here 30 minutes. Christy Twisty. I have anxiety also. A cold washcloth on the back of my neck helps me. That sounds reasonable, actually. Mom is late. S. Gentry. Straw mint could be like Altoids. Like, are we talking cinnamon or peppermint, or does it matter? Because Altoids, yes, those are pretty stout little dudes. Straw mint, York peppermint patty. That could be a thought, maybe. I don't even like those, but Cassie said, the comment section of that video I sent you, strong like the ones that make you sneeze. Oh, I don't know about all that. I've never had a mint that made me sneeze. Kelly says, living alone, I'm okay. I have YouTube to talk to. You, the Walkers, Arms family. Random things I do. Everybody's always late. Travel everywhere I go with a fidget spinner. Does that help? Because, like, I'm using a pen right now. Cassie said a cold rag sounds reasonable, but a warhead doesn't. Okay. The warhead could trigger anxiety, could make it worse. Could make it worse. If I can't, so when you take the warhead out of your mouth, does that, whatever the sour does, the bitter does that go away immediately? Because if it doesn't, it could have the same effect of the numbing stuff for your teeth, your gums, your teeth, and then I'm feeling stuck. I probably said this in a video before, not a video, but a live stream before. I woke up with a panic attack because I realized that the earth is spinning on nothing. It's sitting on nothing in the atmosphere. And that thought that it's not stable, that it's not on something, that it's not, physical, really didn't go well in the middle of the night. It's something I just woke up with. You chew strong minty gum and you sneeze? I don't understand that. But you always sneeze and yawn and stuff. Random things I do. I was hoping to meet you one day, but not if going to cause you a lot of trauma. No, it doesn't cause trauma. That's funny. Going to the Lg Homesteading Expo because the tickets are on sale. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, guys. It is for Kelly, but everyone is different. Kelly says, everyone hit that like button, please. And Mom says, did everyone give a thumbs up? Merry Christmas, everyone. You are not a flat earther then. No. Lorraine, are you a flat earther? Because no, I am not. I am not. It's not the conspiracy I want to fall into. I do fall for some so-called conspiracy theories, but I tell you what, a lot of them have been proven true here lately. So, but no, I'm not a flat earther. All right, I'm at the bottom of the chat. I am done. 34 minutes, 16 seconds. Guys, Merry Christmas. I really hope you enjoy your Christmas and remember what Christmas is about. And I'll see you guys next Monday.